am going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, bring you comics news, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. The summer of superheroes continues, and on this episode, I'm showing some love to the Star-Spangled Men with a plan, Captain America. Now, keep in mind, I said men, I didn't say man, because in the comics there are currently two Captain Americas. And as the original Captain America, Steve Rogers, and then the Sam Wilson Captain America. Now, along the way, there have also been other Captain Americas. There was the Bucky Barnes Captain America, who is now the Winter Soldier. And then there's the John Walker Captain America, and he now goes by U.S. Agent. Now, the original Captain America was created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby and made his debut in Captain America Comics #1 in 1941. And then Sam Wilson made his debut in Captain America number 117 in 1969 as the Falcon. But then he became Captain America in Captain America number 25, Volume 7 in 2014. And this is a Captain America Comic Hero tee, and if you would like your very own, you can find them on my website, IamTheComicHero.com, for $20. And while I'm thinking about it, today is the 4th of July, and today is also the Steve Rogers Captain America's birthday. So happy birthday to the original. All right, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. All right, on last week's episode, I asked true or false. In the comics, Storm's hair is naturally white. Well, the correct answer is true. You see, Storm, through her mother, comes from a long line of mystical Kenyan priestesses. And it's been said that anyone that was born with white hair and blue eyes signifies a magical heritage to other members of the tribe. Well, the correct answer is true, and 13 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their name's been entered in the drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is Patty Timon from Abingdon, Virginia. So congratulations, Patty. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. All right, here's a question for next week's episode, and this is a Robin question. Which Robin becomes Deathstroke in another universe? Now here's the hints. The first hint is that this Robin made his debut in Batman #1 in 1940. The second hint is that this Robin has appeared on both the big and small screens and were played by Burt Ward, Casey Kasem, Lauren Lester, and Scott Menville. The third hint, this Robin was a founding member of the original Teen Titans. Then the fourth and final hint, this is a real dead giveaway. This Robin was the first Robin. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. All right, now D'Angelo Ballou from Warren, Ohio has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one features a character from the DC Universe that debuted in the miniseries entitled Final Crisis, going up against one of the very first heralds of Galactus. Representing DC, we have Cosmic Superman, and representing Marvel, we have the Silver Surfer. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call
the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Cosmic Superman versus the Silver Surfer. Cosmic Superman possesses superhuman physical characteristics, reactive evolution, plot manipulation, quantum manipulation, casualty manipulation, energy manipulation, reality warping, space-time manipulation, higher dimensional manipulation, conceptual manipulation, immortality, and all the powers of regular Superman. The Silver Surfer possesses superhuman strength and durability, flight with surfboard, can travel at superluminal speed, energy and matter manipulation, time travel via superluminal speed, telekinesis, telepathy, intangibility, interdimensional travel, invisibility, pocket universe creation, illusion casting via telepathy, and cosmic senses. Who would win? This wouldn't even be close. Cosmic Superman also possesses the ability to adapt to any and all threats. It would be interesting though. It'd be a super speed chase throughout the solar system and beyond, with Silver Surfer delivering a series of cosmic blasts at Cosmic Superman. The latter either dodges or blocks them and ends the fight by stripping Silver Surfer of the power cosmic, causing him to suffocate and spontaneously combust. Cosmic Superman wins, and that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Thank you, D'Angelo Blue, for that fight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll have another one on a future episode. Now, if you want to make some requests for some, you can go ahead and do so. But I have rules. Now, the first rule is there has to be at least a comic book or manga character involved in the fight. The second rule, they can go up against another comic book or manga character, a video game character, or a serious-minded cartoon character like Optimus Prime, Voltron, Lion-O, or anyone like that. And then another rule, make sure the fight makes sense. Don't put Lois Lane versus, I don't know, She-Hulk. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, now it's time for Comically Speaking, so without further ado, let's talk comics! Alright, there's only one thing we're going to talk about in this segment of Comically Speaking, and that's the rumor that Marvel Studios is going to start developing a Doctor Doom solo project. Now, Doctor Doom is the arch nemesis of the Fantastic Four, but I'm just going to go ahead and say this. The one misconception that a lot of folks think is that Doctor Doom ended up getting his powers the same way the Fantastic Four did. Well, that did happen, but it only happened in the Ultimate Marvel Universe. And twice has 20th Century Fox used that as a blueprint or an outline, and twice they messed up. And Marvel Studios, now that they've acquired the rights to Fantastic Four, are going to make sure that they don't make the same mistake. And I think this is a great move. Now, the only two members of the Fantastic Four that somewhat had ties to Doom's origin were Reed Richards and Ben Grimm. In other words, Mr. Fantastic and The Thing. But I think the way that Marvel Studios is going to do it, that's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you why. And it's through an Easter egg that I found in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. But I'll talk about that later. What they're going to do is that Doom is going to be a present day character, and what's going to happen is that he's going to become disfigured and then study the mystic arts and all this other stuff, and then become the ruler of his home country of Latveria, and all that. And I think it's going to be great. Now, eventually, he'll go toe to toe with the Fantastic Four, but not now, or not anytime soon. Now, when I watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, in the scene where Strange comes in, well, when he meets the Illuminati, and he's introduced to Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and he said, "Fantastic." There was a line that was an Easter egg, and sometimes, things that we see in the movie are Easter eggs, but sometimes lines can be an Easter egg as well. But in this one, Benedict Cumberbatch, who played Strange, had said, "Fantastic Four, what is this, something out of the 60s? That lets me know, and I'm very excited about this, is that the Fantastic Four are going to be a superhero team out of the 60s, and then later on they end up being trapped in a quantum realm for hours, according to them, but decades according to everyone else. Now, of course, in Avengers Endgame, it was revealed that when Ant-Man was trapped in a quantum realm, he was only trapped in there for 5 hours. But what was 5 hours for him was 5 years for everyone else. So what's going to happen is that the Fantastic Four are going to be trapped in the quantum realm for what's 53, or what's going to be over 50 years for the rest of the Marvel universe, but only almost a 2.5 days for them. So I'm really excited about this. But Doctor Doom as a solo project, oh heck yeah! I mean, now the longer I've lived, or the longer I've watched comic book movies, the more I begin to understand that not every comic book movie is going to is going to be close to the letter. It's not going to be. I mean, they're not going to be close to the comic books. And you know what? That's fine. And, you know, there are a lot of folks that are closed-minded and don't want to watch comic book movies because they don't follow directly to the letter. But you know what? Where's the fun in that? Where's the creativity? I mean, all these writers don't get to be. If they do that, they don't get to be creative, and then they have to fork over a whole bunch of money to either the creators of these characters or their descendants. I mean, yeah, use it as an outline, but be creative. Think outside the box. Nothing wrong with that. But again, Doctor Doom as a solo project, I'm all for it, and I hope the rumors are true. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Now let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
All right, first up is The Amazing Spider-Man #4. Batman Superman World's Finest #4. Black Adam #1. Catwoman #44. Dark Crisis Young Justice #1. The Flash #783. Immortal X-Men #1. I mean #3. Sorry, stuck. #3. Knights of X #3. New Mutants #26. Miles Morales Spider-Man #39. Silver Surfer Rebirth #5. And finally, X-Men #12. Alright, that's 12, which brings the total number of comics that I've bought since December of 1997 to 11,432. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Here's a question for a free tee for the next episode of the show. Which Robin becomes Deathstroke in another DC universe? Now, here are the hints again. This Robin makes his debut in Batman #1 in 1940. The second hint is that Burt Ward, Casey Kasem, Lauren Lester, Chris O'Donnell, and Scott Menville have all either played or voiced this Robin on the big and small screens. The third hint, this Robin is a founding member of the original Teen Titans. And then the fourth and final hint, and this is a dead giveaway, and this is pretty much the only hint I should have given. This Robin was the first. Everyone who answers correctly being in the drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Patty Timon from Abingdon, Virginia, who won a free tee on this episode. All right, now the Summer of Superheroes rolls on, and on the next episode, which is episode 409, I'm going to cover the King of Asgard, the God of Thunder, Thor. And on episode 4, oh, and by the way, this year marks the character's 60th anniversary. And then on episode 410, and this year also marks this character's 60th anniversary, is the Incredible Hulk. And on episode 411, Wonder Woman, and episode 412, Superman. Now the rest of them are pending. Although I can't tell you in the month of August, I will show some love to the Amazing Spider-Man because this year marks the character's 60th anniversary as well. And if y'all have any suggestions y'all want to make, anything y'all think that would make the show better, or if you just want to make a request for the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown, or ask me questions for the Any Questions segment, go ahead and do so. But as far as the suggestions, please, nothing tasteless and nothing negative. As the young people would say, I'm not about that life. And if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. All right, I'm Victor Nunley on the Comic Hero. I'll see you next time for episode 409. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.